Hi, welcome to Collective Gifts. I'm Noella and this is Rachel.
Hello, hello, Collective Gifts. Welcome to our continuation of our Don't Stress, Just Rest series. As you know, this past month we've been talking about having that right heart attitude so that we can prepare ourselves to enjoy the holidays with our loved ones. And today we'll be talking about how your attitude affects your actions. And so we can have the best laid out plans. We can always have that great intention, right? Of we're going to do this and this for, out of love for the people that we're going to be spending time with. But there's always going to be something that comes in as a curveball, whether it's a time constraint, whether it's someone saying or doing something, things are going to happen. And so it's not going to always go according to your perfect laid out plan, which we're not God anyway. So what we thought was perfect really isn't, because God is perfect and his ways and plans are perfect. And in fact, in Proverbs 16:9, it talks about how man can make plans in their hearts, but God ultimately orders our steps. And if we can rest assured that God orders our steps, then we can also rest assured in his promises, right? That he makes everything work together for our good because we love him and we're called according to his purpose. If we can rest assured that he's going to supply for every single need, right? Then we know that we can rest in God's peace and in his promises. So we don't have to stress when these curveballs come. And our attitude is what affects our actions, right? So if we focus on the bad thing that happened, right, and get all irritated or, get all angry or offended at that and get responsive in the flesh, then that's going to just snuff out that peace and joy, right? So we have to remember, okay, we can't control the extenuating circumstances. Those things outside of our control is beyond our control. But we know God allows things to happen, right? So he's not going to give us something that's really going to be horrible for us. He's going to give us that opportunity to turn it around. And we can turn it around by focusing on what we can control, which is our attitude and how we're going to perceive the situation, because we can choose to get all poopy, right? And be like, "Oh, this is why I don't like getting together with my family, because there's always someone that does something, that maybe gets volatile, or, they flake out or whatever it is," right? And then you're going to look at the negative as far as with why you don't like, coming together with your family or with certain friends.
And so one of the things that you can do is to be flexible and not like break down and like, let all these things happen, affect you emotionally and get you all mad, get you riled up. That causes that strife and division with, your loved ones. Or if you're cooking and, planning and whatever, and things don't go your way and like the story's out of the one thing that you needed, you have to be flexible. Just go with the flow and not let, anything stop you from accomplishing what you need to do. And also, just like figuring out, like just using what you have. Also, you just not let anything, get you all upset, because, that ruins your party. It ruins just the gathering. It'll probably even ruin the food if you just think like, oh, I need this, and you won't be able to have and or make that. And so you want to be that flexible, want to just like go with the flow, not let anything push your buttons, not let anything stop you from doing what you need to do in order to, complete the food or to have a good time at the party.
Mm-hmm. When you're talking about that, like not having that one ingredient, right? Then you get all mad and upset, right? And so you're not putting love in that food. And so then it's not going to taste as good. And really, you can be the greatest cook, but if you don't put love in the food, then it's not going to be amazing. And that's like the anointing of God, right? Being able to put that love in so that he can bless it, and whoever's eating it will be able to have that joy or be able to receive, a revelation through as they're eating and having, maybe these comfort feelings or memories of that food. And so, we want to be mindful of that attitude that we put in. And also, when we're talking about attitude, things may not go your way. Like, for instance, we had our Thanksgiving plans and our Christmas plans. And within a matter of a couple of weeks, guess what? It fizzled through. So we have no plans. So we could have been disappointed. Oh, look, nobody wants to get together. They're always putting other things first instead of family. Woe is us, right? No, we were talking with one of our cousins. We're like, you know what? It's okay. Whoever wants to be there can be there, and we can make the best of it. And it's the same thing for us. Now that we have no plans, it doesn't mean like, oh, that's it, Thanksgiving's ruined, right? No, then our attitude would affect our actions, and we wouldn't have a celebratory meal or anything like that. But instead, God was showing me, you can either choose to be depressed or upset or whatever that is, or you can choose to turn it around, right? And through Christ, right, we have that peace, we have that joy. We can choose to make the holidays delightful in our own way. And so, we're cooking our feast together. We're not discounting each other as, oh, we're not family, no one's coming to visit us. We are family. And you don't need just, a whole clan of people. It's whoever your loved ones are with that you can celebrate and enjoy. So we hope that this encouraged you to see that, what, your attitude does affect your actions. And if you just have that good attitude, right, thankfulness, and like, look, I'm blessed that I have my sister with me and she can cook and she can bake. So it's going to be good, right? Then, that's going to make it enjoyable for us, all right? And as long as we're flexible, then that'll help us.
Because you're creating that memory. It's either going to be a good memory or a memory that, like, it's just like you want to just forget it. And so just go forth and create that great memory of the holidays that you spent. Like, oh, this is the year that, there was breakthrough. There was,
Yes.
It was enjoyable.
Yes. And that's what we want. We want to create memories. We want to enjoy living life together. So that said, it doesn't always have to go to what you think was right, because God can give you the creative ideas on how to turn things around or how to make something better, which we've seen work in our lives in the past. So we thank you for joining us together, and we encourage you to continue to go forth with that great attitude, because then you'll get great actions in response to that. And until next time, God bless you all, and Shalom.